Okay, so if you have followed my previous video about how to install SQL Server 2014, you should have SQL Server on your machine and running, and you should now have SQL Server Management Studio. In order to access that, just go to your Windows button. It's roughly the same on Windows 7. You just look in your applications, go and look for your Microsoft SQL Server 2014 folder, unfold it, look for SQL Server Management Studio 2014, and open it right there. If you're using Windows 10, I'm pretty sure it's very similar in Windows 7. It's been a little while since I've used it, but you can just right click and find pin to the taskbar, which I've already done, so for me it's changed to unpin, and it'll pop it down there for you. Also, if you're having a hard time finding SQL Server Management Studio, usually you can just press the Windows button and start typing SQL Server 2014, and up comes SQL Server 2014 Management Studio. So there's all kinds of different ways you can open it. Just make sure that you're following things to the best of your abilities, and you should be all right. Now, when your login screen comes up, which is the first thing that happens when you load SQL Server Management Studio, you will see server type, leave it at database engine. Your server name may or may not contain this local. It probably does not right now, and we'll talk about what that means in a minute. And you can leave Windows authentication for your machine. When you are logging in at the school, you will not want to use Windows authentication. You'll want to use SQL Server authentication. So at home, leave it at that. Then you're going to have to choose the correct server to log into. If you installed using default instance like I suggested, there's a good chance that you'll come in here and the server name box will be empty and the drop-down will be empty. I've used SQL Server quite a bit on my machine, so a lot of the servers have already come up here. And so they're not going to mean the same thing on your machine as they do on mine. There's a couple of ways. First, I want you to try typing in an open bracket, a close bracket, so parentheses. That's typically when you hold down shift and press the 9 or 0 keys on your keyboard, you'll get those. And then you're just going to put the word local in between those brackets. Okay. Now, sometimes this doesn't work. So first I'll just show you it works. I click connect. It connects me to the default instance of my server where I have an empty database system. Okay. Now I just disconnected and I reopen my connect box so that I'm right back where we were here. Maybe local doesn't work for you. Maybe it kind of cycles, looks like it's thinking for a long time, and then you get some error message that says that, you know, the instance doesn't exist or something like that. What I want you to do in that case is go to this server name text box, click the drop down arrow on the right hand side, and choose Browse for More. In Browse for More, you have two tabs, local servers and network servers. We're only concerned with local servers because this is on your home machine. You can unfold Database Engine here. And under Database Engine, hopefully you only have one option, which I do not. Unfortunately, I have several. And what I want you to do is just go grab the option that you want to try, click OK, and try to connect. If you have multiple options, maybe one doesn't work, you have to switch to another one or whatever. You probably will be best off choosing the one that only has the short one name with no slash in it. You click OK, you click connect, and that is the same as typing in that local bit that we typed in. If that one doesn't work and you have multiples, just keep trying until you get one that works. And if you still can't get it up and running, chances are something went wrong during your installation. You might have missed a step, a checkbox got missed or something along those lines. So go back to my installation video and try again.